All right, Shane, I'm ready.
Hi, my name is Shane Carringer. Shane is spelled S-H-A-N-E. Carringer is C-A-R-R-I-N-G-E-R. I'm a sergeant with the Anaheim Police Department. I'm the department's public information officer. Tonight at about 4:15 p.m., the Anaheim Police Department received a call of a subject that was brandishing a handgun that was in the area of Lincoln and Western in Anaheim. That part of Anaheim does border Buena Park. As Anaheim police officers responded to the scene, they observed a subject on foot that matched the description of the suspect that was described in the call. Officers attempted to detain and contact that subject. He did flee on foot. After a foot pursuit, they were able to establish a perimeter in the area of Grand and Adams in the city of Buena Park. While officers were on the perimeter and they began searching for the subject, he was seen forcing his way into a residence. Officers then set up a perimeter around that residence. As they were activating the Anaheim Police Department SWAT team, the suspect exited the residence, and it was at that time that an officer-involved shooting did occur. The suspect was struck by police gunfire. He's been transported to a local area hospital where the last update was he was being prepared to go into surgery for the wounds he received as part of the officer-involved shooting. The Anaheim Police Department is going to be calling in the Orange County District Attorney's Office to work on the circumstances regarding the officer-involved shooting. They will investigate the officer-involved shooting. The Buena Park Police Department will come in and they will also investigate, assist the Orange County District Attorney's Office in the circumstances concerning the officer-involved shooting. So any further questions should be directed towards the Buena Park Police Department.
So Sergeant Carringer, could you go into detail about what type of firearm this suspect was brandishing? Was it a rifle? Was it a handgun?
Yeah, I believe the call came out as the suspect brandishing a handgun. There hasn't been an interior search of any of the scenes or perimeters done yet, so we can't speak on anything that has been recovered or has not been recovered because the search hasn't even been completed yet, hasn't even been started yet.
Okay. How many shots were fired?
That'll all be part of the investigation. The Buena Park PD and the Orange County District Attorney's Office work to determine. There was one officer at the time. All we believe is that there was one Anaheim police officer that was involved in the shooting.
Were any officers injured as a result?
There were no injuries to any officers, and the only street closures that are in effect now are is the residential area that's east of Grand Avenue here in the city of Buena Park, and it's near Adams. There's some street closures here.
So this is a pretty stagnant scene, pretty stable scene as of yet, or so far I should say, and residents shouldn't be worried
correct
any longer.
There's no more outstanding threat to the community from this incident. The subject that was involved in this incident again is in custody. The scene will be held for investigative purposes. That'll include searching for witnesses, cameras, and the collection of evidence. So I think it's also important to note that the Anaheim police officers involved in this incident were equipped with body-worn cameras, and if those cameras were activated, the footage will be turned over to the Orange County District Attorney's Office for investigation. And the last thing I'd like to note is that this investigation will be examined thoroughly by the Anaheim Police Review Board and the Office of Independent Review. Those are two bodies that we contract with. Well, the Anaheim Police Review Board is a city organization. Office of Independent Review is a body that we contract with for civilian oversight and transparency.
Anything else to add?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Real quick, as far as the brandishing of the firearm, was there an altercation or was he just walking down the street with the firearm? Do you guys have any information?
No, there was a caller that reported that the suspect was brandishing a firearm at him. The definition of brandishing would be that he was, actually pointing it or displaying it in a rude or threatening manner. That'll all be part of the investigation to talk to that original victim, what they said, what they saw, and we have that call on dispatch audio, so that is something also that'll be considered evidence in this case.
Thank you very much.
That suspect didn't shoot anybody else earlier in the day, wasn't connected to a crime, maybe a robbery that occurred?
No, the suspect's background, his how he came, in possession of this gun and everything, that'll all be determined throughout this investigation that'll be following.
Okay, thank you so much.